update on this glorious sunny day. Absolutely roasting today, but the weather's been all over the place this week. But anyway, here goes. Yet another 20 tonne of Type 1. Another 11 tonne of sharp sand. Getting through loads of gear as usual. And then, yeah, it's a nice collection of weeds. So grass garden's maturing nicely. Or not. Right, no changes over at the gazebo that I can think of. Let's get over to the sunny pond. So, good news and bad news. Made a start on the fiberglassing. Had to stop the fiberglassing. So, it got a little bit, well, it kept raining. Put a big cover up, dried it all out. Came in the next day, decided to have a go at it. Got it all done. Ignore the mess that's down there, that's some work that's gone on since. And this little D shape at the ends decided to delaminate with a bunch of water underneath it. So we'll cut that out. We've also got, you can see up down here, some water streaks that have popped through. And we seem to have a bit of rising water that's trying to come in at the two ends. So I've ordered some gear to try and sort that out. It should have been here this week, but as is usual with the most things at the moment, that's not happened. It should be here early next week. So we just get, there's not really anything showing there now. I don't really know where it's even coming from, but it looks like just about see it around the edge of the bottom drain there. But we've obviously pushed into the water table a little bit because it's coming in here as well. And it's coming in here. So yeah, looks like so the stuff we've ordered is to get this all pumped out, and yeah, we're gonna have to try and tank the damn thing now. So nothing straightforward. Water is my new enemy, but you know, these things are set to try us, as they say. Sparkies have been doing a little bit of work today, so we've got an awful lot of cable making its way across the garden, and we've got a trench that goes over here now. So yeah, a little bit of stuff done there. Also got to straighten this trench out a little bit and do the 1.5-inch pipe work that runs backwards and forwards to the heat pump, which is going to be sited over here, as I've told you before. Sunken patio. It's got a patio in it now, so it's starting to look good. So yeah, that's been put in. Still needs pointing. Bit of work to do up here, but more importantly, we have steel posts. So just got to make sure my initials are staying in there. That's it. The T. There we go. Stay there. Make sure it looks like a proper B. And then the missus is in this one, although this one's laying in water a little bit. There we go. Keep our little marks. So yeah, they're all chemical fixed onto rods on the front, on the floor. There's a shed load of silicone gone around everything. So I think there's 12 tubes of silicone around the bottom of the posts. And as you can see, the posts have been filled with concrete. They're all perfectly levelled and plumb. And yeah, that's that. They'll set over the weekend. We'll get the fiberglasser to dress those in so they're sealed on that side. And then we'll get the measurements for the glass and get that sent off. So yeah, quite pleased with that. And yeah, once that's set off, then they're going to cut the slabs to go, you know, this slab here, the next one in will go right up to that edge, so you won't see the bolts. I have to sort of do a little bit of jiggery pokery, and then there's a couple of issues in the walls where they bulged during the pour because the back end of this piece couldn't be tied in, so it sort of bowed out a little bit, so we've had to cut that back so it doesn't look bowed out. That one's just got to be cut out over there. But yeah, then this will get pointed up, and then they can start on the steps and coming over here. And, start to fiberglass the balance tank for the pond and the lid. So we've got to put the manhole in there. It's got to be all painted up and flow coated and whatnot yet, but So a little bit of progress there. No progress with the pool yet. I've been going backwards and forwards with the supplier on the materials. They're now going to supply all the materials that we need, including the amount that we ran short on the job. As you can see, we appear to have run out. Not particularly good at the tilers, because we've run out of not only this for the floor, but also for the grout, or not the grout, it's epoxy, isn't it, that's being done in the steam room. And basically, he just wandered over to me mid-morning and said, well, we're off now. So I said, why are you going so early? He was like, we're out of materials. You never think to tell me a little bit sooner than that. So yeah, great bits of trade. But yeah, another little challenge over here. More evidence of a water table that we didn't think was there. So this is the rainwater harvesting tank that I've put in here for all the waste. And stupidly they put it in and didn't put any water in it to weigh it down. And as you can see, it's decided to lift itself about 8 inches out of the ground. So that's got to be dug out and resorted. But on to more positive things. Put some drainage in. Had a good clean up of the patio, although you wouldn't recognise it yet. We put some gates in. Still waiting for the centre post, so that's not happened just yet. So that's just temporarily tied together. And you might notice we've put an extra guard along the bottom. And as you come around here, we've put this little table in, so it's starting to look back together. We've got a little bit of fake grass put in. And the mother-in-law's been round, kindly weeded this flower bed over the last couple of days. So that's looking a lot better. And then here, I've been playing with a bit more of polystyrene. So we've ordered a chunk more, because I've sort of come up with my concoction for how I want to do my slide for the back of the pool. I might find an image and share it with you later, just to keep you all intrigued. Here's a little pen over there. And not much else. Filled it up for you, Anne, you know. Didn't want the birds being left out.